Hi, my name is Becca. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if not, welcome back. I'm a secular homeschooling mom to 3 kiddos, an almost 6-year-old, almost 3-year-old, and a 3-month-old. And today we're going to be talking about the good and the beautiful kindergarten math. Now, if you are wondering, because you are also a secular homeschooling family, this curriculum was not an issue for our family. There was one lesson that talked about Jesus being a shepherd, but I just changed the sentence to talk about a shepherd counting his sheep. So that's something that you could be aware of. But personally, this was not an issue for our family. If you do want to know more about how we choose curriculum for our family as a secular homeschooling family, I will link that in the cards and in the description box below for you to go check out. But today we're talking about the good and the beautiful for math. It comes with this manipulatives box, as well as this teacher-student book here. Now, this is available as a PDF online, so if you want to print it off and then do that, it is free. I just decided to purchase it because I didn't want to worry about printing and spiraling it, but that is an option for you if you would like, and I'll leave a link down below for you to access that. This book does come with a hundreds chart. I just don't have it in here. If you have a hands-on or visual learner, I just cut that page out and I laminated it so that we didn't have to flip back and forth through all the lessons, so that it was always available for us. So there's a little hack for you if that's something that your learner would also appreciate. Now, when we get to the first lesson, it is 2 pages long, which is very typical for the good and the beautiful for math. For us, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to go over one lesson, which tends to be perfect for us. At the top, there is a review section. This is important because the good and the beautiful is a spiral approach to math. Now, if you're not sure what that means, it just means that it'll go over a concept, and the next lesson or several lessons, it'll talk about something different before coming back to the original concept, versus a mastery approach to math would talk about the concept and make sure your child understands everything about that math concept before moving on to the next subject. That's typically what they would do in like a public school system. For spiral approach, this ended up working just fine for us and my learner. I will say though that my son did start this at 4.5 years old. Now, there were some times where the concepts weren't able to be understood by him simply because I think of his age and his cognitive development at that time. So what we did, and if you are reaching that point as well with your learner, we just purchased an Amazon math worksheet book. I'll leave that link down below for you. And we would just go over some of those worksheets until he was at the point where we were able to go back to the good and the beautiful for math. However, this hasn't been an issue for us since my son turned 5. He's been able to go through this without an issue. If you do reach that, a mastery approach might be more beneficial for your learner. Then in the blue writing, it talks about everything that you need to know as the instructor for that lesson. So it'll tell you to take a car or counting sticks or what have you out of the manipulatives box, or what you should be prepared for that lesson. So I usually will skim the lesson before we start math, and I'll take everything out that I need before we actually start the lesson. In all of the black writing, we'll talk about everything that you need to say word for your child. This was key to me as a new homeschooling mom because I wanted to know exactly what I needed to say and how to say it for my learner to be able to understand the math concept. And then it'll go through different areas where they have to circle things, trace the numbers, whatever you're going to do for that lesson. Several of the lessons even have these beautiful pictures. It's called The Good and the Beautiful for a reason. The pictures are very beautiful, but it has different things like this where maybe you are driving a car to go to the different numbers or to answer an addition problem, or maybe you are going to circle different things or color things in, etc. For the manipulatives box, it comes with these two little peg people, counting sticks. We've got 3 different cars, and then we also have dice. So there are dice with different numbers on them. And then there are also dice with different math symbols on them for you to be able to complete it. This was another reason why I loved this option for us for math, because all the manipulatives came with it. A lot of the times if you purchase the manipulatives on Amazon or through someone else, you're gonna get a lot more than what you actually need. And this was all in one place and already came in a box to be able to do it. We tend to go different places to do school. So sometimes we'll do school at the library or the coffee shop or the backyard. And this makes it really easy for us to be able to do that. All in all, we've had a really positive experience with The Good and the Beautiful for math, despite being a secular homeschooling family. Please leave a comment down below if you use The Good and the Beautiful for math or something else, and let us know what you like and maybe what you don't like about that curriculum or what you'll be using for kindergarten. I feel like that this gave us a really good baseline knowledge to be able to move into 1st grade, and my son loves math, and I have to thank this program for that. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like this and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.